Do you want to actually go along with them trespassing me?
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
You, Bob, have been, at the beginning at least, a maniac.
Well, we haven't trespassed you or anything like that. We're just
That's not what Hammond said. Let's see if I could get a public records request form, please.
Officer Rios. Yeah.
Yes.
When you're ready to talk to him, you'd like to be called Gandalf.
Yeah, but you have to go through a public thing.
Hey, calm down.
I am calm.
They've given you the form you requested, sir. Now they're asking you to leave.
No, I understand.
And if you don't leave, we'll take you to jail for trespass.
Everything that just went down was totally uncalled for.
He was rummaging through some packages and going through their notes and stuff like that. So I got 3 people telling me that.
Hey everyone, I am free. It's September 5th, 2023. I'm in the capital of Washington State. I'm in Olympia, Washington, Thurston County. And that building directly in front of us right there is the headquarters, the main building for the Department of Enterprise Services. I sent an email to Jason Seams at the Department of Enterprise Services on the 30th of August making a complaint regarding the behavior of the employees at DES, and I have heard nothing back from DES at all. Not even acknowledging receipt of the email. So I'm going to go to the font of power. I say that jokingly. For DES, we're gonna check in and see what's going on with this complaint. So I'll see you guys there in a minute. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Helps a ton. Hit the all notifications so you guys get that. And always make sure that you leave comments too. I love hearing back from you guys. It's great. So I'll see you guys inside. Hello. How are you doing? Good. I am looking to see where it would go for the Department of Enterprise Services, unless that's the entire building.
It's not the entire building.
Okay.
Do you have like an appointment with anyone?
I don't. I'm following up on an email that I sent and have heard nothing back on.
Okay. Give me a second, because I am just the covering guard.
Sure.
So I'll call the regular one back and see if she has a number or something.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do a number to call or anything. So.
Well, either way, she would have more information
Okay.
than I do.
Sounds good.
Hello.
Hi.
How can I help you?
I'm looking to get a hold of Jason Seams or someone that works for him at DES.
Okay, got it. So we're going to call risk management.
Okay.
And the phone number is going to be, you're going to select a line.
Doesn't matter which one.
Yeah, one of the outgoing.
Thanks for
Up
the help,
top.
by the way.
Yeah. And it's 1-360-9199 or 407-9199.
Okay. Okay.
1-360
Yep.
407-9199. It's going to be option 2. So Jason generally works from home,
Okay.
but they always have someone in the office lately, so she
Cool.
should be up there.
Sounds good. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Not a problem at all.
Hello.
So Karin just returned from her lunch break.
Okay.
She's going to come down in just a few minutes.
Oh, great. I really
All right?
appreciate the help. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Is it always so quiet around here in this building?
I'm sorry.
Is it always so quiet in this building? It's like it's dead.
Lately, yeah, we don't have a lot of people. This building holds roughly 1,000 people, and our average is about 120 to 160 a day right now.
Wow.
COVID killed us.
Is that why those signs are up for needing to go beyond because of COVID or something?
Yeah, our public space right now is just this area right here. So you can't go anywhere else without a badge.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, he's going to be gone for 2 weeks. Apparently, he'll have his training in the next 2 days.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi there.
My name's Steve. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you, Karin Williams.
Yeah, so I am a journalist that was at the DES facility in Tumwater on the 21st of August. I don't know if you've heard anything about. Okay, so I published a story about my interaction. It was horrible, absolutely atrocious. Well, I sent an email to Mr. Seams explaining it. I'm happy to forward it to you if you want. I went there because I'd received a tip and a lead from somebody local in Thurston County. I don't want to give any more than that. That there were some pretty severe issues with transparency at that DES office. Apparently somebody in the past went in to do a public records request and they were treated poorly. So I went in to do a public records request to see if that triggering event would in fact cause a problem or something. Boy, did it.
Yeah, but you have to go through a public thing.
Hey, calm down.
I am calm.
I had the city of Tumwater's police department called on me. 5 police officers showed up.
He was rummaging through some packages and going through their notes and stuff like that. So I got 3 people telling me that.
And it appeared that they were trying to say I burglarized the building in the lobby because I got the 911 call audio logs and a guy named Oliver Hurd, who apparently is an employee over there, said I was rummaging through the drawers of the receptionist area, which would in fact be burglary. I mean, you can't do that. I went in, was cordial the entire time. I'm happy to show you. I can point you to where the video is online on my channel. Never did I do anything illegal. The only thing I did is I took video and photographs from a public location, which was the publicly available lobby like this, and that was it. They just completely lost their marbles. A guy who identified himself as name is Bob, but I think he's actually named Dave. He's a print press guy over there. Came this close to assaulting me physically. Got right up on me, yelling in my face because he said on video because I had intimidated the girls. Apparently the lady that worked at the front desk, I think her name is Jessica Valentine, if I'm correct on that, felt intimidated, which is bizarre because when I point you to the video that I will do so, you'll see I was just talking to her like I'm talking to you now. So the entire experience was terrible. It put me at jeopardy. I mean, you never know what's going to happen if the police show up, especially when a story is something of such magnitude as effectively what amounts to burglary. I mean, with that in mind, it would make sense that 5 police officers would show up, right? Because that's a pretty serious crime. But in actuality, no crime was committed. The police officers left because they said, you're in a public building doing a public records request. So I would like to see if I can get a response from the Department of Enterprise Services regarding my email.
And it was sent directly to Jason?
Yeah, I actually, let me pull it up here real quick because I sent it to Mr. Seams, but I also sent it, I believe, to 3 human resources people as well. Melinda Campbell, Linda Kent, and Jennifer Reynolds.
Okay.
Is that human resources?
One of them is not. The other 2 perhaps might be.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm aware of one of them.
Okay. So yeah, so I sent the email on August 30th at 3:54 in the afternoon. Again, just explaining what happened. Would you like me to forward that to you?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hold on just a moment. And where can I forward that to?
It's Karin, Karin, .Williams at des.wa.gov. Yes. I'm surprised you haven't heard back from them. It could be because of the long weekend, but certainly you should be contacted.
Okay.
And I will resend it
Okay.
to them if you send it to me.
Yeah, that'd be great. I just, I really think this needs to be taken care of because the entire experience from just simply walking in to get a public records request form to having everyone except initially a guy named Mark Reynolds, who at first was cordial.
A public record request. Yeah, we'll see what we can do for you.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I know you said it earlier, but I just can't remember now. What was your name? Just don't want to be professional. He said, gosh, I don't know anything about this, but I'll go back there and figure it out. And then he ended up bringing me a printed out form. Great. So then I could go fill it out and leave. However, at that point where I was, again, as I said, videoing and taking some photographs from the publicly available spaces, a couple other people came out and were loud, really confrontational, especially this Bob/Dave guy. And it just, like I said, to escalate things to the point where Mr. Hurd called and got 5 police officers to show up.
So I have a question for you. So when one of the callers that called in to come out here and contact you, sir, was saying that you were going through their drawers and whatnot, that doesn't sound like plain view to me. Can you elaborate on that?
I was not going through their drawers. I got it on camera the whole time. I mean, that could have gone really bad. I mean, I don't know the local police department around here, but we all know, we've seen how things can go upside down pretty quick. And so I just really like to have this addressed.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I'm looking for.
Okay, well, what's your last name, Stephen?
I'd rather not give it. I'm an investigative journalist, and actually one of the reasons I hide my identity is because sometimes I do government accountability stories.
Okay.
Sometimes I've had people in the past go, oh God, it's him. Put everything away, make everything look like it's good to go here.
Okay.
And part of the function of what I do as a journalist is to go to places and see if they're actually on top of things. Almost invariably when I get tips and leads.
Okay.
I don't usually just drop in on a place for random reasons. So.
Okay, well, I will definitely contact Jason.
Okay.
And let him know that you would like a response. Would
Okay.
like to speak with him.
And if you go to my channel, it's on YouTube. It's called Inland Auditing Media.
Say that one more time.
Inland Auditing Media.
Okay.
If you go there and you just look, it would be the one from last Thursday, I think it was, that I posted it. You can see the entire encounter. I mean, everything's there. I've got the police audio cam, dash cams, my own recordings. The 911 call logs are on an update.
Okay.
And that's the most concerning part, is where I hear Mr. Hurd saying I was rummaging through drawers, because to the police, like I said, they're thinking, oh, he's in a place he's not supposed to be and going through drawers. That's burglary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah,
So,
I don't disagree with you.
all right.
Inland.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I could just get a piece of paper, I'll write it down for you.
Okay.
It's no problem at all. And thank you for coming down and speaking with me.
Certainly, well, I was on break when you first got here. So
Gotta have lunch. Gotta have lunch.
You can just write it right
Oh, sure.
there.
Okay. Sit this down for a sec.
Did you reference the video for Jason?
Let me look. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll take a look. Give me just a moment here. Oh no, because so it must have been Thursday, because I wrote them on Wednesday, and I said I'm releasing my story tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So yeah, if you just go to YouTube and pull that up, you'll see my story there under Inland Auditing Media.
Okay, all right.
And like I said in the email, and maybe it just is because of the long weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to hang anybody here.
Right.
What I'm looking to do is just see if this can get corrected. But also, I mentioned at the end of the email, how DES responds to this, I think, is going to be really important, because I don't think the public wants to see, a major agency in the state of Washington condoning this by not getting on it quick. And it was a really serious situation. So.
Yeah, I will convey that to Jason for sure.
Really appreciate it. Ladies, have a good day. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I am free. It's September 13th, 2023. I'm in the city of Tumwater, Thurston County, Washington State. I am making a return trip 3 weeks approximately later to the Dept of Enterprise Services. And for printing and imaging, I'm going to do a follow-up, make sure everything's good to go here, and make sure we've cleared up all the stuff that occurred before, and to lodge a complaint with the manager. So I'll see you guys inside. Hello. So I wondered if I could speak to a manager. Now, before you get one, I just need to make sure it's the right person. So the manager I'm not looking to speak with, if he is a manager, is Oliver Hurd. Is he a manager?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just another manager would be great then. Thank you. Cleared up all the logs that they don't want. I find it silly that they put authorized personnel only beyond this point, because I never went back there. However, they are doing the right thing, so that's good. Hey, look at that. Harold Golds is a lawyer that works for Dept of Enterprise Services. And he says it can be made by mail, phone, email, or fax. That's not correct, Harold. You can actually do it in person too. Although I should say you are correct. You can do those 4 ways. There's just a 5th way of doing it, which is to do it by being in person, submitting it to your public agency, department, whatever it is.
My name is Damien. Damien Bernard. I'm the print mail program manager.
Gotcha. Okay, I did get your card.
Yeah.
Good to put a face to a picture. Well, I saw it on my other picture. You mind if I sit down and we talk?
No, not at all.
Cool. All right. So I am coming in here to follow up. I'm just trying to do the lockstep kind of stuff here. So I did a public records request on the call audio logs. And I don't think Jessica, which I believe the lady's up front, right? That's Jessica Valentine?
That's not who was up just now.
Oh, okay.
Is that you're referring to? Yeah. No.
Yeah, okay. So what is her name, by the way?
That's Danielle.
Danielle. Oh, Danielle.
Yes.
Last one?
Danielle is here. So Reynolds.
Okay, thanks. So a lady named Jessica Valentine and Oliver Hurd called 911 when I was here last time. Jessica Valentine sounded like she'd probably just been doing something that somebody asked her to do. She didn't, as far as I recall, didn't say anything inappropriate, or she was just like, there's a person here and I was told to call, kind of a thing. Oliver Hurd, on the other hand, did bad things. He called and said on the call audio log, I was behind that desk rummaging through drawers. In Washington State, that's a Class A felony called burglary. So I'd like to know, why did Oliver do that?
I do not. I would say that there was no intent to try to get anybody in trouble. I think there was some alarm of your visit, and so I'll be candid. And
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So my understanding is that Oliver, there was some misinformation shared with Oliver because he hadn't actually been up here. So and it was I quite honestly, have high regard for my team, and I would say that it was not nothing was intentionally meant to get you in trouble, if you will. So.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. The fact remains, though, that and if it wasn't Oliver, hey, fair enough. I mean, I don't want somebody who didn't do something with intent or was perhaps fed misinformation to be held to account for that. That wouldn't be fair. That's not reasonable, and I'm not seeking that. However, if he didn't witness it, if he didn't say, yes, I saw him doing this, someone told him that. Or he came up with it and fabricated it. I mean, those are really the only two options. Someone either told Oliver or he just came to that conclusion on his own and made that report. In Washington State, that's a gross misdemeanor. It's called false reporting. The whole point of that is to make sure that if the terribly felonious behavior of an individual, such as a citizen like myself, comes in to do a public records request, I know it's the crime of the year, that they don't have people just simply making up reasons to get this person out of the office. So I'd really like to get to the bottom of if it wasn't Oliver, and fair enough. I
don't know. I'll be very honest. I don't know, and again, I think that in the moment there was just again alarm at the visit, and it's not something that's happened before. So we don't tend to have public come through here. To be quite honest, we provide printing and mailing services for other agencies. We print and mail what I consider to be very important, benefits related items and things like that. Yeah. So
it's a big department for Washington State. I mean, it's here for a reason.
Yeah. So I don't. Again, so again, it was there was some alarm around it just because there was it's not something that they were used to.
Sure, and I totally
having.
I agree that there was alarm. It was unjustified alarm. I think we can both agree on that.
So I would agree, and I, to be quite honest, I feel like if I had been here then, it would have been a much different.
It sounds like you seem a well-tempered man. You seem like you have enough experience in public service to know, hey, the public comes in, they look for certain things. It may happen like this. Okay, obviously most people email or use the public records portal. Totally understand that.
So I'll add to it. So because of the types of mailings that we're doing, there's secure information that we're protecting. We do have HIPAA data, IRS data. So we actually do consider our facility, but obviously outside of this area to be secured.
Yeah, and that's exactly why you have badge access things and stuff like that. Yeah. So I mean, clearly you guys are doing the right thing there. But to beat a dead horse, because I need to here, when 5 police officers show up for a particular reason. Hey, Mark.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
So when 5 police officers show up, they bring that many for a reason. They've been told something that justifies 5 police officers. What you don't see is, let's say, someone possibly committing criminal trespass in the 2nd degree. They'll send a police officer, maybe 2, right? Because it's not a serious thing. And usually what they do is they give them a no trespass warning, see you later, bye. When they have 5 show up and they showed up the way that they were, police officer Hammonds told me on video, I don't know if you've seen the story that I published, but he said, I was told you were rummaging through drawers. I don't know if you really appreciate how serious of a thing this is, because nowadays with what you see with police, you don't know what you're going to get. You could get good police officers, you could get bad police officers.
So all I can say is, I honestly don't feel like there was any intent to. Nobody knew who you were. There was no intent to get anybody falsely accused of anything.
And why did they say that?
I quite honestly just feel like they would have preferred that you would have just gone away. And I'll just, again, just being very candid.
I don't got that impression clearly.
I would, yeah. I can tell you, if I were to go back 3 weeks in the same incident, I believe it was about 3 weeks ago.
That was about 3 weeks. 21st.
Same thing would have happened. You would have a different experience.
I'm sure of it. Based on
well, not even just me being here. I quite honestly, now that we know that, as the leader of this organization, I would say I feel a sense of responsibility to make sure that my team is prepared to handle, situations or, do the job that they perform. And to be quite honest, I don't know that they were prepared for a situation like this. And in the future, they will be. So. Well,
and I appreciate that. I do, because that was risky to me. It truly was. I mean, if I had stayed in here, I just felt like going outside to talk to Mark. It was by just random fortune that I went out there, because if 5 police officers had come in here in a tight environment like this, that probably would have gone hands-on for no good reason. And we see stupid stuff like that happen all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I mean, honestly, the only officer out there that was just a loose cannon was Officer Mize, the old guy. The rest of them were, generally speaking, good or, average. But it just put me at risk, and I didn't appreciate that. And like I said, I think just getting to the bottom of this, unfortunately, Oliver Hurd is believed right now, because of the 911 call log, to about 75,000 people. They now believe Oliver Hurd is the one that did that, because as a part of my update story I published the 911 call audio logs, as I should have as a journalist. And now they believe Oliver Hurd, in what I'm hearing from you incorrectly, is now being labeled as the person who did this. This is a moment that's worthwhile to clear up that Oliver Hurd did not do that.
Well, I like I said, so I feel like my team is equipped to deal with a situation like this in the future, and
sure.
I quite honestly, having it not be something that has ever happened here
sure.
in this facility before, that something like that would never happen again. And the 911 should not have been called. But again, it was just due to alarm on the team's team's.
I get it. I totally understand that. I'm wanting to afford you the opportunity to clear the record.
I don't have an answer for you. I hear what you're trying.
How could we go about finding that? Because to be honest, as a journalist, I'm hearing you and I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you say.
I don't have an answer for you on that right now.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that. How could I go about getting an answer?
I don't know. I quite honestly don't know.
Can you speak with your team?
I'll talk to my team.
Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll shoot you an email so that it's part of the public record system. And if you would reply back to me with, who did in fact say this, because to be honest, all I have to go off of right now is what the evidence says, which is that Officer Hammonds of the Tumwater Police Department and Oliver Hurd's own voice on the 911 dispatch call audio is saying I was committing effectively, in effect, burglary.
Yeah, and I would honestly say that wasn't the intent either.
So it sounds like it wasn't. Yeah. However, this is not good. That 75,000 and growing people, that's a lot of people.
Sure.
Think that Oliver Hurd committed a false report to the police.
That's unfortunate, because again, Oliver's a good guy, and I would say that that's certainly not something that he was intending to.
Somebody intended it though, because somebody told him.
I would say, I mean, let's be honest. There's, put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Like it was a situation that had never occurred to them before. It had never happened before. Certainly at this workplace, and with you coming in,
sure.
Masked up, glasses, dark, camera in the face. I mean, it was alarming for folks. So. And again, I'm 100% confident that'll certainly be part of training moving forward and conversations as to how to handle a situation like this in the future.
I'll tell you what. Let me extend an olive branch, because I tried to do that with Mark when I was here last time and he didn't take it. So, how about this? I think what would be good, and I'm saying it on recording now, I'm going to be posting this update. This will be the second update on this story. I will cease any efforts and all efforts to pursue any sort of criminal effort or civil effort against the Department of Enterprise Services for what amounted to, in effect, in what sounds like an unintentional swatting. And an unintentional swatting. If I'm gonna take what you're saying is accurate and whatnot, I will just simply drop all of that if we can do something that I think would be good for all the public to see, which would be an acknowledgement of Susie, whoever, Steve, Adam, whoever said to Oliver, this is what happened. And then just simply acknowledge that. And then what I'll let my subscribers and just the general public know is this seems to have been an over response. It was a panic moment response where they did this. It should not have happened. You can see that Damien and I are talking. We want to have an amicable outcome. We do not want this to escalate. We're not going to have it escalate. It will be a teachable moment. And that person will know, don't do this anymore. But I really do believe this is not okay to let Oliver continue to carry the blame for something. And, people, as this story develops, are going to want to know who did the wrong. But we have an opportunity right now for everyone involved to just say, this is a huge mistake. This person that told Oliver something that they should not have has accepted responsibility. This is the person. They have been trained by their manager. But this is the kind of thing that people need to see for open transparency of their government. This is what over 75,000 people are now asking for. Thousands of comments. And these are the people that you as a manager and this department serve. And they got to know this. They want to see this kind of accountability. But it doesn't have to be brutal. It doesn't have to be harsh. It doesn't have to continue. And so that's what I suggest that we do.
Okay.
Will you be open to that?
Well, yeah, send me an email.
Okay, I'll send that email.
We'll talk.
Yeah. Okay, good. I want this to be amicable, truly, and I will absolutely stick by what I'm saying. I will not pursue anything beyond this.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that if we can do this. It's not about shame or anything. It's about making sure things go forward correctly. I don't want the public to think that another agency that has maybe not as good of a manager as you, that they should be fearful to go into a Washington State agency because they're just going to have 5 police officers called on them because they're committing murder next time. I mean, I don't know. Burglary is a serious thing. So, anyways, David, I appreciate your time. Thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for talking with me. I see you got Harold over there on that card. I'm familiar with Harold. I've done plenty of public records requests. I know he's an attorney.
We've tightened things up a little bit.
That's good. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So we appreciate the visit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Damien, you have a good day, okay?
You too.
Take care. Well, there we go, guys. That's a follow-up here at the Department of Enterprise Services in Tumwater. I spoke with Damien. He is the plant manager. I got a good feeling off of him. I got a protective feeling off of him. That's my sense. I want this to be a teachable moment. I am not looking to have someone taken to task beyond what it should be. I, however, have had serious problems with the Department of Enterprise Services. As a part of this update, I'm including an email exchange. Excuse me. Hold on just a moment. I'm going to cut this out for the work being done back there. I have emailed the Department of Enterprise Services multiple times. Jason Seams, and Karin Williams, the actual deputy director for Department of Enterprise Services. I've had no responses whatsoever. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. And I've received no responses whatsoever from them. They appear to be circling the wagons. Now I've come back here to where the incident occurred, and I get a more positive than not feeling from Damien. This is good. However, it's like DES isn't taking this seriously. I feel like I'm coming back and almost getting a canned response that Harold, he's a lawyer, as a lot of these people tend to be in these kinds of positions because it's very technical, has instructed them on exactly what to do. That's why you saw the barriers and the business card and all that. I'm not saying that's bad. That's good. What I'm saying is DES needs to take responsibility for this. And he's telling me that Oliver Hurd got misinformation. You guys as citizens need to know this if you do seek redress of your grievances with your government. That is not okay. This is continuing the circling of wagons to protect the whole team because it was just a misunderstanding. Someone told Oliver something that was not true, and that elicited a 5 police officer response, and Officer Mize and I believe Dave, who said he was Bob, you guys refer to him as Mini Hulk Hogan, he is friends with Officer Mize.
Come to me, and I've worked here. I know Russ for a long time.
Because he said it on camera. I got audio from the original video. So there's a lot to this story that still needs to get fleshed out, and I think what everyone based on your comments is saying is that you guys expect accountability from our government, and I'm working hard to make that happen. So I'm going to keep on this story as long as it takes. So that's it for here, Tumwater, on at the DES facility, September 13th. Please like, share, subscribe, get that all notification. Comment below so I can keep you up to date on all these update stories and news stories as they come about. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.